The Oklahoma State Cowboys golf team has long been one of the strongest college programs in the US. With recent graduates winning events across the globe, it may seem strange that after such a storied past, only one of the university's alumni has gone on to claim a major. That was in 1986 when Bob Tway won the PGA Championship in Toledo, Ohio.
The win of the PGA just kind of capped off a year that was, a wonderful year. Greg Norman had led every major going into Sunday, and so his year was fantastic. He and I were 1 and 2 on the money list, so it came down to he and I on the last major, so it was kind of neat. And I got fortunate enough to make a bunker shot. At the turn, I was still 4 behind, so it didn't look like much of a chance. But Greg made double. He got unfortunate on the 11th hole. He drove it in the sand divot and ended up making double. Now all of a sudden, 2 shots is a whole different deal. And that golf course is really tough. I made some good up and downs on 15 and 17 to save par, and then everybody remembers 18. But it's just one of those things. I got myself in position and was able to make a good shot.
Tway made a tough call on the final hole, deciding to play into the bunker as the lesser of 2 evils.
I'd hit a very poor tee shot. I'd hit an iron off the tee to the right hillside in the rough, and if you know that green at all, you really can only hit that green from the fairway. So I didn't know what to do. I thought if I chipped out, it would be a hard third shot, so I thought if my only really play was to get the ball in the bunker and hopefully I could get the ball up and down. I was very fortunate. It rolled in the bunker on a little bit of an upslope, and even though it was still a downhill bunker shot, it was a little bit easier because of that, and I got lucky in that.
Tway has been followed on tour from Oklahoma State by the likes of Scott Verplank and Ricky Fowler. It's a college with a fine tradition in the game.
It started so long ago. David Edwards and Lyndon Miller and Tom Jones and Jamie Gonzalez. And those were the guys who really, well, even before that, you had Dave Eichelberger. You had quite a few, but starting in my time, you had those other guys, and then it continued on. Willie Wood, Scott Verplank. Just the list goes on and on and on and on. And then lately you've got Ricky and Morgan and Peter and my son Kevin, and it's just a lot of good players going through there.
Peter Uihlein is the latest young pro carrying on with the winning Okie traditions, while Tway's son Kevin won on the Web.com tour earlier this year.
Now he's guaranteed a card for next year, so he just kept doing what you got to do. Just keep working on it, and he's played well this year, and the benefits have been good.
So what is so special about the university, based in Stillwater, an hour north of Oklahoma City?
It's just basically a Midwest college town. I enjoyed it a lot. It's not like going to a big city. You're just basically going to a college town. And basketball has always been very good, wrestling and stuff, and obviously golf. So it's a great place to watch sports. I think you got to put up with some crummy weather, but I think in the long run that helps you to learn how to play golf when the weather's not so good. It's a lot different now than when I was playing. There was only 5, 6, 7 schools that were really known as golf schools. Now, I just look at it. Minnesota's won a national championship. Augusta State's won 2 in a row. Pepperdine. You just kind of go, how do they do that? There's so many good players out there. If you get the right talent, a little bit of guidance, you can do well.